Hey, Marie here from usability, and today here's a quick exercise to find your brand purpose with the 5 why exercise. First of all, a little note about why having a brand why matter, and this comes into meaningful brands or brand meanings. So if you look at the history of the role of brands, we went from being, branding a cattle, so being a promise of ownership and quality, to becoming a promise of doing it better than your competitors, with the beginning of choice for customers. And then as the choices for customers multiplies, we've seen an increase into going beyond being just a brand and bringing functionality, usability, reliability, and convenience to becoming a community. So a great example of that is, do you have an iPhone or do you have Samsung or an Android? Then you become a promise of experience. It is something worth sharing. So that's very true with brands like Adidas or Nike, who also created their exercise run club. And then it became something meaningful. So something that has personal significance for the people who consume your brand. And a best example of that is Patagonia, the famous advertising "Don't buy this jacket" that led to heaps of media coverage. So it's a promise of having a greater impact on the world. And a quick note as well about purposeful brands versus purpose-fake brands, and why you really can't underestimate your customers and you have to walk your talk. So here are some stats, and we know that 95% consumers globally are saying it's important for them to engage with companies that have a strong sense of purpose. And 8 in 10 say they are more likely to advocate for a company if they believe in its purpose. The example of that is Patagonia. 8 in 10 customers are more likely to champion if they truly believe in your brand purpose. However, only 37% of respondents believe companies have a clear and strong purpose. Great example are all the greenwashing and pickwashing that we see now. So here's the 5 why. We're going to start by establishing in one clear sentence, what do we do? One sentence summary of what we do. For example, at Newsary, we use AI to prompt people into sharing their most newsworthy stories in under 45 minutes and for less than 1% of the cost of PR agencies. The shorter version of that would have worked as well. Second, and we're going to be asking why 5 times. So remember, I've got a kid, a 2-year-old, so karma does exist, but basically, why? An example of how we would answer that is, well, because currently 98% of businesses are priced out of the media landscape by PR agencies or newswires' high fees. Why? PR monthly retainer starts at 5 to 8K a month, and the existing affordable alternative, like PR newswires, do not work. Why? Because journalists are on the passive receiving end of the news cycle, and so if AI is not used responsibility, will make it worse. I've skipped a slide here, but again, why? AI will increase the number of irrelevant and bad pitch in journalists' inboxes, who will then turn to PR agencies for trustworthy and accurate information, as well as AI hallucinations. So this will increase prices, PR will become even more elitist, and will only ever hear from ideas from already successful businesses. And why does it matter? Well, because ideas are born from ideas, and so if the world doesn't need more content, we need more fresh ideas to help change the world. How will we write that into a purpose? So a longer version, and I'm all about testing different purpose, and the purpose will evolve with your brand, not in its meaning, but maybe in its scope and depth. So our purpose, the long version of it, is that we want to power the world with more and more diverse stories to amplify idea circulation and help change the world. And the shorter version of that is Newsary changes the world, your story at a time, which is our purpose. Your turn. Speak soon.